Right side to Chad. Chad quickly a three-pointer off the mark. Rebound, fighting for it. The Burbank Coyotes get it. Down the side, Benji to board. They'll bring it down, set it to the left side. They work it on the wing. Coyotes working to our left to start the play out here in the first half of action. They go to Amarbieta. Amarbieta goes against Pouliot. Double team with Ignacio. They set it back, and there's a steal by McPherson. Down the court. Roy almost lost it. He saves it from going out of bounds. Gets it to Matt. Matt back to Roy. Roy down the right wing. Back out to Matt. Top of the key. Sets it. Sets the play to Chad. In the corner. Goes underneath to Pouliot. Wide open stuff to start the game. And that's what kind of game we're expecting to see from the Greyhounds. David Pouliot. Here's a steal in the backcourt. They're over to Chad. Drive, layup, dipsy-do, scores. Pouliot and Stenberg start the contest with a 4-0 flurry, and the Greyhounds are out on top quickly and easily here against Columbia Burbank. They racked up 92 points the first time they played in a convincing 50-point victory. Down the court comes Burbank, setting it to Brian Hogadorn. Hogadorn is starting in this one, a different lineup than what we were told. Gray trim. Columbia Burbank in the yellow outfits with the blue trim. Burbank sets it around to Hogadorn. Over on the side, they set it into the corner. The drive by the board. He sets it around back over to Hogadorn. 4-0. Greyhounds out on top. 6:40 to go. First quarter of play. Here is Hogadorn. Left side, he throws. Overs already for Burbank. And Greyhounds will bring it down the court. Roy Garcia at the point. Sets it down in the lane. Wide open underneath. Layup, scores by Gennaro Garza. Gennaro with the easy bucket that time on the feed, and it's 6-0. Down the court. Pressure in back court. The Burbank Coyotes are going to be caught for the 10-second violation. They won't get it across. Setting the play, looking for an opening, gets it to David Pouliot. Pouliot give and go to McPherson. He fades away, shot would not go. Rebound, the Burbank Coyotes. Fast breaking it out. Here comes DeBoard and company. Sets it over underneath in Columbia Burbank at Burbank High. DeBoard sets it, works it over to David Nsunza. Nsunza back to DeBoard. DeBoard at the point. Back to Nsunza, over across the way goes to Amarbieta. Amarbieta drives to the baseline, ball stripped free. He picks it back up, checked by Pouliot, picked up by Gennaro Garza. Outlet pass to Roy Garcia. Roy takes it down the left sideline. He pulls up at the free throw line, puts it up and in. Roy Garcia. 8-0 Greyhounds out on top. 4 players in the scoring column to start things out for the Grandview Greyhounds. Here's DeBoard. DeBoard in backcourt. Dribbles through 3 Greyhounds. He sets it in the corner, and they'll work it around the perimeter now. Goes over to Nsunza. Nsunza into the corner. The shot put up, no good by Rowe. Rebound Gennaro. Gennaro to Roy. Down the court, half court. Looks for the full pass down the way, and it slipped out of his hand, though it's hit a lot of players in tonight. He knows it could be a real dirty game. Here's Chad. Goes underneath the Pouliot. Inbounds. Gennaro lobs it in to McPherson, over to Stenberg. Stenberg from the corner for 3. It's off the mark. Rebound Pouliot. Pouliot gets the ball stripped out of his hands, and picking it up was Homer. Down the court comes the Burbank team. Amarbieta on the baseline. The Greyhounds. 4:57 to go, opening quarter. Roy Garcia and company out on top, 8-0. Grandview on the attack. They set it to Roy on the left side. He brings it to McPherson out on top. To Chad, off to the left wing. Back on the baseline to Roy. They working it around very well, but that time the Burbanks swiped it away. Gennaro re-steals it. Roy goes for a tray. He misses it, and Stenberg slips in for the rebound. He'll take it out into the three-point land and score. Chad hits a tray. It's 11-0. A big start for the Hounds. And here's a steal in backcourt by Roy Garcia. Roy takes it to the side, right side. Gennaro to Chad. Chad drives the paint, feeds it back to Gennaro. Gennaro out on top to Roy. Roy to the free throw line, pulls up, 8-footer, in and out. No good. Rebound is to Amarbieta. Amarbieta with the board. Down the court, left side, DeBoard. Benji drives the paint, pulls up, shot would not fall. Partially checked by Pouliot. Ball's loose. Who's going to get it? It's on the floor. Here's the drive, put up by Amarbieta. Burbank squad still looking for their first points this evening. Here's the shot. Hounds here in the first quarter of play. Very, very good start for Grandview. Second shot is up. He gets that one. Makes it 11-1. At the 4-minute mark, Greyhounds out on top. Down the court to Pouliot. Pouliot lost it. Gives it over to McPherson. He banks it and scores. Matt McPherson gets his first bucket of the night, and it's 13-1 now. Grandview out on top. Hogadorn has the basketball, double team by Roy and Jabbar. He sets it over to Nsunza. He'll look at a 3, doesn't take it. Jabbar comes back, stolen away by Roy. 2-on-2, Roy, 3-on-2, sets it down and slows it up to Chad. Chad will take a tray and hit it. Bingo! We have a winner. Chad Stenberg now with 8 points already. It's 16-1. Greyhounds out on top. 3.5 minutes to go. Here's a near steal in the backcourt. Ensunza and DeBoer. DeBoer tracks it down. He gets it. Drives through the lane. Pulls up. Shot. Checked out of there by McPherson. Down the court. Roy Garcia and company push it. Roy drives the lane. Feeds off to McPherson. Drives. No, he's fouled. He'll have 2 shots. Matt goes to the line with a couple of them coming. First shot is up. No good off the back of the first. Here comes Matt's second shot. Eyes it. Off the mark. No good. Rebound is to Hogendorn. Hogendorn pulls it down. Sets to DeBoer, who will walk it up the court. Picked up by McPherson. He sets it over on the left side. Flank to Ensunza. Down on the baseline. They work it underneath. Trying to get it to Nye. Nye with the sets it over to Homer. Make that. Homer works it around. There's a steal by Chad. Now he's got a break. 2-on-1. Chad back to Roy. Back to Chad. Back up for the hoop. Score. Well, you take it, I'll take it, you take it, it's mine. Score 2 more. 18-1 Greyhounds. Chad pops that one home. Down the court come the Burbank Coyotes. They set it into the corner, working it over there to Homer. Homer has it stolen away by Pouliot. Pouliot over to Roy. Roy lost it, but right there to grab it is Jabbar. Back to Roy. Roy drives the paint. Underneath to Jabbar. Layup, score. Jabbar with his first bucket of the night. And the Greyhounds are getting everybody in the scoring column as Joel Liefke is getting set to come in. Next dead ball for Grandview. Down the court, the Burbank team with 2:20 to go in the quarter, trailing 20-1. They have yet to hit a field goal. Now they set it on the baseline. Here's Rowe, drives, feeds it off. The ball is checked from behind by Roy. He feeds it over to McPherson. McPherson takes it down to the left wing, underneath to Jabbar. Jabbar, fadeaway shot from 6 feet out, no good. Pouliot rebounds, puts it up and in. David Pouliot with an easy bucket that time as he's got a foot over the tallest of the Burbank squad, so he can just stand there and grab it. Here's a steal by Roy on the inbounds play. Drives the lane, pull up, would not fall. Rebound Chad. He'll fade away from 8 feet out. Will not get it to drop, and it'll go out of bounds. Last touch by Joel Liefke. Works the ball inbounds, sets it into Morgan Colburn on the right wing. He sets it back out at the point to Roy Garcia. They go back to the baseline to McPherson. He'll take a tray. Good! By Matt McPherson, getting dirty fast, 25-1 with a minute 34 to go on the inbounds play. McPherson nearly got a steal, and Ensunza gets it. Ensunza sets it down to Hogendorn. He gives it back over to DeBoer. DeBoer at the point position, has it stolen away by Roy. It's 2-on-1. Roy goes to McPherson, drive, layup, score it. Oh my goodness, I don't know if they'll come out for the second half. 27-1, our score with a minute 13 to go in the first quarter. Yeah, maybe if they just forfeit. Well, anyway, here's Ensunza in backcourt. Sets the play underneath to Rowe. Rowe has it. Back over he goes to the board. Works it over to Hogendorn. Right wing, they go wide open underneath, and there's the first field goal of the night for Aaron Rowe. It took 7 minutes. 7 minutes before the first field goal for them. Here's a shot by the Greyhounds. No good. It'll go out of bounds off first quarter. Down the court, Hogendorn. Hogendorn, double teamed by Roy and Jabbar. He sets it back over, and there's a near steal. It goes out. 6 to go in the first quarter of play. DeBoer works it inbounds. They set it in. There's a shot put up. No good. Loose ball on the rebound. Roy Garcia tracks it down. Down the court with 30 seconds to go come the Greyhounds. Roy off to the right side. Pulls up. 12-footer off the mark. Rebound underneath to Aaron Rowe. But then he almost had it stolen away. Picking it back up the board. Down the court. The shot put up by Ensunza. Checked in the corner, and the Greyhounds will come away the other way. Here's McPherson. Pulls up. 16-footer off the mark. Rebound underneath. Liefke puts it up. He's fouled. He scores. Joel to 3 with 12 ticks to go in the first quarter. At the line, Joel Liefke chance at a 3-point play. Puts the free throw up and in. Nothing but net. Just like that, it's 30-3. Greyhounds out on top, storming away from Burbank. Down the court comes Rowe. He's double teamed, triple teamed, lost the ball, gets it back, stolen away by Roy. Roy has the basketball. Down to 2 seconds, 1 second. The Grandview Greyhounds after 1. The Chad Stenberg return. Also out there Morgan Colburn. They have Joel Liefke and Jabbar Johnson. Burbank with the basketball. They set the play to Amarbieta. Underneath they go to Rowe with the only field goal so far. Rowe's in trouble, and he traveled with the ball. What happened? He traveled. Just underway in quarter number 2. Chad will walk it down the court. First time I think they've walked tonight. They go over to Morgan Colburn. Probably won't last long. Morgan on the right wing. Sets it to Gennaro at the top of the key. He works it around to Chad. Oh my gosh, they've gone 30 seconds without scoring in the second quarter. 30-3, the Greyhounds having the basketball. Chad on the left wing. He sets it to Gennaro. Gennaro goes underneath to Jabbar, who puts it up and in. Jabbar was wide open for that one. He pops it home. 32-3, Grandview Greyhounds down the court with the basketball is Emerbieta. He has it stolen away by Chad. Chad will break away down the court, drive, layup, left side, up and in. He's fouled. Yep, there's another nice play. Chad at the line, he kind of turned around, looked at the scoreboard behind him, takes the free throw, he missed it. Can't get the three-point play to go down, and the rebound is to Burbank. Here comes Benji DeBoard. He sets it over to Rowe. Left side, Rowe pressed by Joel Leafke. Rowe in trouble again. He's got to get rid of it, and he finally does to Hogendorn. Hogendorn, they bring it back to DeBoard. They set it around to Rowe. Back over to Emerbieta. Emerbieta on the right wing. With it in the corner to Hogendorn. He drills around Gennaro. Pulls up. Checked by Joel Leafke and fouled. First free throw is up. It goes in and comes. Even when they get the chance to take it from the free throw line, they can't drop it. Here's Hogendorn's second one. It's too hard. Rebound, Jabbar Johnson. He skies. Outlet pass to Morgan Colburn. Colburn down the right sideline to the baseline. Pulls up. 8-footer. Good for Morgan. He gets his first bucket. 8 Greyhounds in the scoring category, and they're still going with that full court press. It's 36-3. Grandview. Down the court come the Burbank Coyotes. They set it off. Here's the drive. Layup by Rowe. No good. Rebound, Leafke. Leafke board. Outlet pass. Right sideline. Here comes Chad Stenberg. Works it down the court to Morgan Colburn. Morgan goes over and underneath to Gennaro. It goes, works it in. Sets it to Chad. Right side. He goes underneath to Leafke. Leafke fade away. 8-footer. Good. Da-da-da-da. Joel Leafke with his 5th point. 38-3. Hogendorn in backcourt. Leafke puts the pressure on, as does Morgan Colburn. Bringing it down, though, will be Benji DeBoard. DeBoard to the left side, Hogendorn. He goes on the corner with the drive, with the basketball, Witzberger. Witzberger feeds it back out, and on the shot was Aaron Rowe, and Rowe's got the only field goals of the night for Columbia Burbank. 38-5. Here's Jabbar. Goes on the baseline, gets it back, puts up the shot. 12-footer, no good. Ball's loose. Jabbar will track it down again. He goes underneath to Gennaro. Gennaro can't hold the ball, and it goes out. Pearson's back in there. Leafke comes out as well. Greyhounds on press. Full court. David Pouliot putting the pressure on Hogendorn. They set it over to Nsunza. He's going to have to get down, and he travels. Greyhounds get another turnover by the Burbank Coyotes. Here's Chad. Drives it to the left side of the free throw line. Pulls up. Dishes off to Pouliot. Fade away. Bank shot. Good. Okay, kind of nonchalant now, isn't it? 40-5. Greyhounds by 35. 5:20 to go in backcourt with the basketball. They set the play to Hilberg in. Down on the sideline to Nsunza. Nsunza works it back around to Hilberg. Hilberg at the point. Sets it over on the opposite side to Emerbieta. Emerbieta gets it back over to Hogendorn. Hogendorn back out on top. They work it around. They go to Nsunza. He pulls up. 16-footer. Partially checked by Morgan Colburn. Picked off by the Greyhounds on the loose one. Down the court comes Chad. Left side. He sets it at the top of the key. Looks to Morgan. Right side wing. Morgan wants to go underneath Gennaro. Can't do it. Goes to Pouliot at the free throw line. Over to Chad. Chad pulls up. 17-footer off the iron. No good. Rebound McPherson. McPherson from the 18-foot mark scores it. Matt hits it from the top side of the key and pops it home. Down the court, here come the Burbank Coyotes. A drive by Rowe, and he'll score it. I'll tell you, Aaron Rowe's got their whole offense. He's got all 6 points. It's 42-7. 4.5 minutes to go. Inside to Gennaro. Gennaro, fade away, 8-footer, good. Gennaro with another bucket. Pops it home. Where is he? On there. Down the court, wide open is Rowe. Oh, he burned him. Wide open, and he scored it. Makes it 44-9. Columbia Burbank gets another bucket as Aaron Rowe has 8 points, 8 of his 9. Here's Pouliot, top of the key. Make that the free throw line. Sets it to Chad. 3-pointer, good. Chad just popped that one out from the left wing and scores it again. Now the Burbank squad works it down to Rowe again. He drives, he lays it up, and he scores again. Well, the Greyhounds are letting Rowe get open, and he's beating them on the other end of the court. 47-11. 3:40 to go, first half of play. Greyhounds set to Chad. Stenberg goes underneath to Pouliot. Pouliot puts it up and in. No competition underneath there by David. If they keep going to David, he could have 40 points tonight, but the outside shooters got to get a few, don't they? Down the court with the basketball. Here's Rowe from the baseline, hits another one. Well, Aaron Rowe has 12 points, 12 of the 13 points for his Burbank squad. I guess he's the man to go to throughout the night. 49-13 Grandview. Chad, top of the key, sets it over to Gennaro. Gennaro, fade away 6-footer, in and out, would not rebound to Emerbieta, stolen away by McPherson, puts it up and in. 51-13 with 3 minutes to go in the first half, and a turnover for the Greyhounds. And Morgan Colburn comes out. 51-13, 2:57 to go in the first half. Grandview rolling along quite pleasantly. They work it into Pouliot, wide open, turnaround 6-footer. It's just a little off the mark. Rebound Gennaro. He goes back inside to Pouliot. Bank shot. This time he'll get it. David Pouliot banks it home. He has 10 points, 6 this quarter. 53-13, down the court, 7 to go, first half of play. The ball is worked in to DeBoard. DeBoard sets the play over on the left side. They go to Amarbieta. Amarbieta tosses it way back out on top to Nsunza. Partially checked free by Roy, but Nsunza tracks it down. Working it from Nsunza, they go over to half. 53-13, Greyhounds out on top of Burbank. Ball's worked over to McPherson. He sets it over to Roy on the left side, back to Matt at the point. Over to Roy, he threw it, gave a soft one. Nsunza steals it. He'll drive the length of the court, lay it up and score. Nsunza, the first player other than Aaron Rowe to get a field goal, and it's 53-15. Kind of a nonchalant pass that time by Matt, turns it over. Ignacio sets it to Roy at the point. Roy goes back over to Matt on the left side. Matt will drive to the free throw line, pull up, feeds it off. Over to Roy on the right side at the base, and Roy will pull it back out to front court. Almost out, it's stolen away by Nsunza. He sets it over to McPherson in the corner. 53-15, here's Matt, drives the lane, pulls up, dishes off to Gennaro, puts it up and in. Gennaro took a nice little feed, gets his 6th point, and it's 55-15 Greyhounds. Hounds on the defensive end of things. They set the play back over to DeBoard for Columbia Burbank with the basketball now. Amarbieta, he sets it in the corner over to Homer. Ball's knocked loose, picked up. Matt McPherson had to go. First half of play. Greyhounds smoldering the Burbank Coyotes. Amarbieta with the ball, sets it back out. They go over to DeBoard. DeBoard off to the row on the left wing. He can't get it, and Ignacio gets the board. Nacho with the board, down the court comes Roy. Sets it at the left side of the lane, goes underneath to Joel Leafke, goes inside and scores. Joel Leafke got inside position and popped it home. Leafke scores it, he gets his 7th point. Down the court comes the board, sets the play at the top of the key, pulls it in, pulls it out. He works it over to Nsunza on the right side. In the corner, the long-range shot. It's an air ball put up by Amarbieta, and it'll go out of bounds. We're going to have 42 seconds to go. First half of play. With the basketball, they get it over to Nsunza. Nsunza to the paint. Has to pull it out to Rowe. They work it around the perimeter in the far corner. They get it over to Amarbieta. They go underneath. The shot by Rowe, no good. But the pickup by Nsunza. He'll pull it out. Sets it back over to Amarbieta. Amarbieta goes around Leafke. Pulls up. Partially checked by Leafke. Ball's loose. Picked up by Ignacio. And he'll travel with the ball, or no, they're going to call it all. 23 seconds to go in the half. They set it in play way out on top, and it'll go out of bounds. Our score, Grandview. Roy sets it around to Morgan Colburn, left side. Colburn goes back to Roy, wide open on the base, score it. Well, a nice little give and go, and Roy broke, and he was wide open for the bucket. 59-15 Greyhounds. Here's a shot towards the buzzer. It's an air ball. Ignacio rebounds, and we'll be back after a local station break. Second half of action now underway here at Columbia Burbank High School, and the Greyhounds have the ball. Adding insult to injury, they get the ball to start the final third quarter. Here's Chad Stenberg starting off with a three-pointer. Hits it, 18 points for Chad. 62-15. The Grandview Greyhounds out on top and still in their full court game as they need that work. And a steal, here's Roy. Roy feeds it off to Gennaro. Gennaro feeds it up, would not go. Rebound is to the Burbank squad. Hogendorn gets the board. Down the court comes the board. He sets the play over to Amarbieta on the right side. They work it to our right. Here's Hogendorn at the right wing. He'll pull it back out on top and give it over to Wurzberger. To DeBoard make that. They get it over to Nsunza. Nsunza brings it back over to Rowe. Rowe at the free throw line. Shot off the mark. Rebound underneath. It's Amarbieta. He pulls up, score it, and he's fouled. Good. And so Amarbieta completes the three-point play for Columbia Burbank. Down the court comes Matt McPherson on the left side. Back out on top to Roy at the point. Roy works it around, goes up against Nsunza, pulls up the shot, no good. Rebound Pouliot, puts it up from 8 feet out and scores it. Pouliot, Big David with 12 points. Here's the pressure defense, quickly broken on the length of the court pass to Hogendorn. Hogendorn will then set it up and slow it down to DeBoard. DeBoard works it around, gets the basketball to Ensunza. They go into the corner, working it down to Amarbieta. Chad picks him up there. They bring it back, and he throws it away. Over and back will be Roy with the basketball at half court. Amarbieta, or make that Ensunza, picks him up. They go inside to Pouliot. Pouliot banks it up and in. David with 14 points scores another. 66-18, 6.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter of play. Grandview out on top. Setting the play, Columbia Burbank down into the far corner. They worked it to Rowe, and then here's a three-point shot by Ensunza. It's way off the mark. Matt McPherson rebounds it. Matt takes it from the far corner, brings it to the opposite side. He goes to Chad. Chad will take a tray. It's off the mark. Rebound. Gennaro puts it up and in. Gennaro with the rebound, gets his 8th point of the evening, and it's 68-18. Greyhounds out on top, down the court with the basketball. Ensunza gives it over to Hogendorn. Hogendorn gives it off to Rowe. Rowe drives, scores, and he's fouled. 8-20 advantage here in quarter number 3. Rowe at the line. Free throw is up, off the mark, no good. Rebound underneath the board, he puts it up, no good. Rebounds the zone, puts it up again, puts it up and in. DeBoard gets the rebound and scores it. 68-22. Here's Matt down the other way, goes inside to David. David with the behind, no look pass to Gennaro. Gennaro to Chad, to make that to Matt McPherson. McPherson goes up, pulls up in the lane, bank shot no good, rebounds the zone, puts it up again and would not fall. Rebound Pouliot. Pouliot traveled with the ball. Columbia Burbank way back of the Greyhounds here, 68-22. Down the court comes DeBoard. DeBoard sets it around. They go to Hogendorn. Hogendorn on the baseline to Amarbieta. He drives, check from behind by Pouliot in this quarter to equalize Grandview. Make it 10 as a three-point play converted. 68-25. Columbia Burbank down to the Greyhounds now. 5:11 to go. Here is Matt McPherson. Drives the paint, pulls up, back out to Roy Garcia. Roy brings it back out to the point position. He'll set it back over to Matt in the corner. Matt will pull up, 17-footer off the mark. Rebound Pouliot. Pouliot fadeaway shot off the glass. Score it. David Pouliot with 16 points. 70-25 Greyhounds. 4:53 to go. Third quarter of play. Greyhounds on defense with the basketball. Amarbieta sets it back over to Hogendorn. Picked up by Matt McPherson, all over him. He puts a blanket on him. Sets it around. They get it over to Ensunza in the corner. Pouliot and Ensunza teamed up against one another, and I'll tell you, that's a mismatch. 4 foot against 7 foot. A little extreme there, right? Here we go with the drive. The ball is picked around. Hogendorn has it. He drives and scores. Hogendorn with the bucket. 70-27. Hogendorn scores it. 4:20 to go. Third quarter of play. Chad with the basketball, drives the paint, pulls up, feeds off to Gennaro, wide open layup, score. No, it rimmed away, came out. Pouliot rebounds, puts it up. It won't go. Rebound, loose ball. Gennaro gets it. Gennaro pulls up, 8-footer, partially checked from the backside. Rebounded underneath by Amarbieta. Amarbieta will push it down the court, left sideline. He takes it to the free throw line, slows it down. Pouliot picks him up there. 70-27, and here's a steal by Chad. Chad will race it down the court, 2-on-1, feeds it over to Pouliot. Slam! Jam! And he's fouled. For the Greyhounds. The shot is up. It'll rim away, but we're going to convert the three-point play, and Gennaro's called for the foul. Down the court, DeBoard sets the play on this before he got the ball and really blocked his vision. Roy down the court to Matt McPherson on the left wing. Matt wanted to go inside. They bring it around the perimeter to Roy. Roy goes to the cutter. McPherson through the lane. Back to Roy. Roy looks it back to Matt. Matt in the far corner of the gym. He goes underneath to Gennaro. It's swiped away underneath there by Homer. Down the court comes the board. It's stolen by Chad. Chad goes 3-on-2. Drives the left side. Layup, and it's a score by Chad. Stenberg with 19. 74-27 Greyhounds on the attack. The other way is Rowe. He works it into Homer. Homer in trouble, and he almost threw it away, but it was saved over there by Rowe. Back to Homer. Homer against Pouliot. Pouliot playing some tough defense. Homer drives, in trouble, feeds it back off to the man just into the game is Brent Nye. Nye will play it back. There's a near steal by Roy. His team up 74-27. Unless there's a total collapse, it should be a 100-point night. Jabbar on the steal on the inbounds. He'll go the length of the court. Layup, score it. Jabbar Johnson with his 6th point of the night. Here is Nye, down the court to Rowe. Rowe pulls up 8-footer on the bank on the baseline, scores it for Aaron Rowe. Aaron with 16 points, 76-29. Down the court, Pouliot drives, pulls up, 12-footer off the mark, rebound Chad, couldn't quite tip it in, and the rebound is to Amarbieta. 76-29, 2:23 to go. Amarbieta sets it over on the baseline, they work it. On the bounce pass, nobody was looking. Roy Garcia with the basketball, sets it in play. Working it around to McPherson. McPherson gives the basketball off to the left wing, looking it around, sets it to David. David in trouble, triple team, quadruple team. Well, triple team on the gym knew that he wasn't shooting. Jabbar works it inbounds up to Roy Garcia, almost stolen away from Roy by Nye, but Roy gets it underneath, ball to Pouliot. Pouliot, 8-footer, bank shot, no good, rebound Jabbar, fights for it, Chad gets it, puts it up, no good, rebound Jabbar, fight, puts it up, he's hacked. 29, a minute 51 to go. Third quarter of play. Greyhounds have never been threatened. They were up 11-0 before Burbank knew what hit them. First free, and it took 7 minutes before they got their first field goal. Jabbar's second free throw up and good. 8 points for Jabbar this evening, 78-29 Greyhounds. Minute 47 to go in quarter number 3 here at Burbank on KREW Sunnyside. Here's a steal by Chad, 2-on-1, Chad and Matt. Matt to Chad, Chad drives, and Jabbar works it in to Pouliot. He can't hold on to it, and picking it up is Rowe. Rowe gets it down the court, works it down to Witzberger. Witzberger sets it on the baseline, and working it in is Andoni Amarbieta. Burrieta works it in, sets it over, a three-point shot put up and in, and a foul on. Can't believe I actually fouled him on that three-point shot. Nice shot, good. There's a highlight for you. They get a 4-point play from Brent Nye. 78-33. Down the court comes Roy Garcia at the point. Position for his Greyhound. Sets it over to Chad. Chad pulls up. 16-footer good. Chad Stenberg with 22 points, and it's 80-33 with a minute 10 to go in the quarter. Down the court, Witzberger sets it in the corner. He goes to Homer. Homer with David Pouliot picking him up, saying, "Hey, you're pretty big, aren't you?" Homer sets it back out to Witzberger. Witzberger has the ball stripped away. Here comes Matt McPherson. He'll take it half the length of the court and lay it up and score it. Matt McPherson just making that one a nice, easy one. It's 13 points for Matt. It's 82-33 with 47 seconds to go in the third quarter. Greyhounds on defense again with the basketball is Amarbieta. Setting it around. There's steal by Jabbar. Jabbar tracking it down, but it goes out of the game for the Columbia Burbank squad. Unfortunate for Columbia Burbank to just been outplayed by a much more talented team tonight. They'll drop to 1-16 on the year. Burbank will with this loss. Witzberger sets it in the corner. Here's the drive, the shot, put up, would not fall. Rebound, Rowe puts it up, will go for Rowe. Aaron gets the roll. 82-35, 10 seconds to go. Roy Garcia set to Matt McPherson in the corner. Matt drives, pulls up, off the glass, would not fall. Rebound underneath to Homer. That will almost do it for the third quarter. And it will, no, Chad will steal it, but he can't get the ball to go. But it's merry way over Columbia Burbank. And we're back to live action. Columbia Burbank has the ball as we start quarter number 4. 82-35 is our score after 3 full quarters. Grandview out on top, rolling on. Amarbieta has the basketball, sets it to the opposite side. Rowe has it his pocket was picked. Grandview Greyhounds rolling along. Roy Garcia with the basketball, sets it to Matt on the left side. Matt goes back to Roy on the give and go around back door, but that time the pass was too high and it's stolen away by DeBoard. They set it down on the corner. The shot put up, no good. Pouliot rebounds it. Outlet pass down to Morgan Colburn into the game. Morgan takes it down the court to the baseline. Back out he goes to Roy at the point. Roy to Matt on the base. Matt will drive, pulls up, 12-footer, bank shot, good. Matt with 15 points, Grandview up 84-35, 7:07 to go in the contest. Ignacio Rodriguez getting set to come in. Next dead ball for the Greyhounds attack. With the basketball is Amarbieta. He sets it back out on top to DeBoard. They work it around. Here's a steal on the baseline. Almost stolen by Roy, but picked up by Rowe. Burbank with the basketball. They go into Rowe, baseline shot, 15-footer good for Aaron Rowe. Aaron Rowe has 20 points this evening, looking real good. Down the court, here's Matt McPherson, lobs it under to Pouliot, back to Matt. Matt will drive back to the baseline, takes a 10-footer, good. Matt with 17 points. It's 86-37 Greyhounds. Down the court comes Rowe, drives it and throws it away. Go into the contest, Ignacio and Leafkey. Colburn and Gennaro are the other two Greyhounds out on the court. Here is a near steal. Wouldn't get to it. Jabbar gets it, drives, pulls up, 15-footer off the mark. No good. Rebound Rowe. Rowe with the board. Feeds it out over to Nye. Brent will bring it down the center circle. Sets it over and throws it away. In the contest, Greyhounds with a 23-point third quarter, but the Burbank squad got 20. That was their best quarter of the night. Down the court, Gennaro trying to take the lob from Leafkey. It was too far for him, and DeBoard picks it up. DeBoard sets it to Rowe. Back to DeBoard. Drive, layup, left hand shot. Good for Benji DeBoard. He has 4 points. 86-39. Down the court, Jabbar Johnson sets it down on the baseline. Pulls up 12-footer. It's too hard off the mark, but Leafkey will rebound it at the top of the key as it's slapped free. Back to Jabbar. Jabbar fadeaway 10-footer. Good, and we have a timeout underneath. Right out, our program's been wrong. We've been calling it all wrong all night. So it's Amber Bieta, who's number 44. Down the lane, the drive, the shot put up by Amber Bieta. That was Amber Bieta's shot, no good. So Amber Bieta is number 24 in the contest. Here's Gennaro Garza on the baseline. He has the ball stripped free, and it's picked up by Amber Bieta. Amber Bieta is number 24 and Rowe is number 44, so it's Amber Bieta who's having the hot hand with 20 points on the night. Down the court comes the board. He sets it over on the baseline to Hogendorn. Back over to Amber Bieta. His shot no good, and it'll go out of bounds. Lassa Rowe, who is number 44. Hey, now after doing almost the whole game, here's Jabbar the other direction. He drives, he can't get it. Leafkey drives, no good. Rebounds his own, puts it up from underneath, scores it, and he's fouled. Well, and trying to get some updates, Ignacio was taken to the locker room. Here's the free throw. It's up. It's no good. He can't get that three-point play, and the Burbank Coyotes come away with the board. Down the court is Hogendorn. Drives to right side. Score it for Brian Hogendorn. 90-41. Greyhounds on the other end. Leafkey shot no good. Rebound is to Rowe. Rowe fast breaking it down the court to DeBoard. He drives. He lays it up and scores. Quickly, the Greyhounds the other way, 90-43. Jabbar Johnson reverses his dribble, takes it in, 12-foot bank shot, no good. Rebound, trying to get his own, can't do it. Comes way out of there to DeBoard, and then it's picked off in the backcourt by Leafkey, and they lost the ball. In to the far corner. The shot for three is an air ball, no good, but rebounded underneath. Getting close to the score of the first meeting. Here's the free throw. It was 92-49. Right now it's 90-44. Shot is up. It is also good. So Benji gets a couple of them. He has 8 on the evening. Down the court come the Grandview Greyhounds. They set the play around with the basketball. David Bull. They goes there to Jabbar. Jabbar, 12-footer, in and out. No good. Rebound is under there to Rowe. Rowe brings it down the court. Sets the play. Works it down and throws it away. David Bull into the game. He has the basketball playing the floor general's position. He sets it over to Jabbar on the left wing. Jabbar wants to go underneath the Leafkey, and they can't hold on to it. It's knocked out of bounds, but picked up by the Coyotes. Down the court comes Columbia Burbank. They set it with the drive. The drive, the shot, the layup is in by Brent Nye. Brent Nye makes it 90-47. Grandview hasn't scored a point for a couple of minutes here. Here comes the drive. Leafkey puts it up. He scores! Joel's chance at a three-point play is converted and good. Leafkey and company 93-47 over Columbia Burbank. Grandview way out on top now. Down the court comes Columbia Burbank. They set the play, working it around to Nye. Back over they go on the give and go to Amber Bieta. He almost lost it. They get it to Rowe. Rowe for a three-pointer, no good. Rebound, David Bull. David Bull pushes it down the left side. He's a good dribbler. He takes it to the baseline. In trouble, cut off to Jabbar. Jabbar around the perimeter, Colburn. Underneath to Gennaro. Gennaro fadeaway left-handed shot, good! Gennaro with his 10th point. It's 95-47, 2:53 to go. Here's a three-point shot from way outside, no good by Nye. Rebound Jabbar. Jabbar pushes it down, 3-on-1. Jabbar, Colburn over to Bull. Bull, Jabbar. He lost the ball and it's still on the court. Picked up by Nye. Stolen away by Jabbar. Picked up by Nye. Ball still on the court. Still on the court. No call made. Nye comes up with it and it's... team tonight because his freshman coach, Jim DeBoard, was out of town tonight. So we were unable to talk to Landrum this evening. Here's a drive by Emmer Bieta. He'll be called for a charge. Go to the Greyhounds, who will have the ball. Bull brings it down the court, sets it to the left side to Jabbar Johnson. Jabbar back to Bull. Bull has it on the line, brings it to the baseline, feeds it back to Jabbar at the free throw line. He'll drive the paint, pull up, shot, good, Jabbar Johnson. Jabbar gets inside, gets his 12th point. It's 97-47 with 2:06 to go. Well, the Hounds have slowed things down a bit here in the second half of play, haven't they? Looked like they were going to roll to 130 points tonight. Here's a steal by Mashburn. With the drive, he'll take it. Morgan Colburn make that. He drives, he can't get it, but the rebound is to Leafke, who does get it. Leafke with the bucket on the rebound as Morgan Colburn couldn't get the ball to drop. Down the court with it is DeBoard. Sets it to the left corner. They work it around, trying to get something. 99-47, a minute 37 to go in the game. With the basketball, Nye. Nye in the corner, works it back out to Hogendorn. Hogendorn, 16-footer off the mark. Rebound, Bull. Bull and company push it down the court. Sets it over to Colburn. Drive, layup, score, and he's fouled. And some free throws when we come back. Timeout, Columbia Burbank, 101-47, Grandview. Garza at the free throw line. Morgan Colburn a chance at a three-point play. He gets it. He has 5 points, and the Greyhounds are up 102-47. Down the court come the Burbank Coyotes. They set it over to Homer on the right wing. Homer drives, pulls up, 15-footer, good. Jonathan Homer with his first bucket of the night. It's 102-49, a minute 8 to go. Jabbar Johnson left side sets it to Bull. Bull takes a three-pointer. It's in and out, no good. Rebound is stripped out of the hands of the Greyhounds, but then picked back up. Leafke puts it up and scores. Joel Leafke with the bucket. 104-49. Down to 50 seconds to go in the game. In the corner, they work it underneath. The shot put up and scored underneath there by Asher. Down the court the other way, Jabbar. He pulls up, 15-footer. It's off the mark. Rebound underneath is picked off by Mashburn. Fadeaway shot, no good. Rebound is to the Coyotes. Down the court, they'll bring the ball. Setting it to Homer, and he throws it in. Down the court, he'll bring it. Goes dribbling around Ansunza, takes it to the free throw line, takes a shot, would not go. Rebound is to the Coyotes, Brett Nye. Down to 15 seconds in the game. Nye goes inside the paint, feeds it off. The shot put up and in by Homer. Homer with his 4th point. 7 seconds to go. Bull down to Jabbar. Jabbar takes it, 17-footer, and that will do it.